Are you looking for practical ways to enjoy nutritious meals without breaking the bank? Wondering how to prioritize healthy eating while sticking to a budget? Stay tuned for strategies and recipe ideas to help you eat well without overspending. Step one, set an actual food budget. I hear all the time that eating healthy is too expensive. Clients, friends, and family will lament, I'd love to change my diet, but I just can't afford to. But then when I ask people what their food budget is, most folks can't give me a number. While it is true that budget constraints can pose a challenge, knowing exactly how much you have to work with and what your money flow is like is your first step. If you're getting paid daily, weekly, biweekly, or monthly, all of those can have implications for how much money you have on hand at any given time and how challenging it might initially be to get started with meal planning. But regardless of your situation, it is still possible. Now, if you're trying to eat well one day at a time and looking for meals that are under $5 in restaurants twice a day or more, yes, you're definitely going to struggle. Inflation is very real and we're feeling it all over the country. However, if it's possible for you to hold on to money for a weekly shopping trip and use the $70 to $105 you would have had set aside for eating out, if you can spend that on staple foods, then you'll have a whole lot more options. Planning ahead is crucial when it comes to eating on a budget. Setting a realistic food budget involves assessing your income and all of your other expenses. Consider using tools like budgeting apps or spreadsheets to identify where you actually have space to make some adjustments. Step two, shop smart. This might sound obvious to some of you, but it isn't intuitive if you've never been shown how to approach grocery shopping. Look for sales, look for discounts and coupons to maximize your savings. These days, you typically can sign up for a loyalty card and save coupons digitally straight from the website, directly onto the card, or from within your app. A lot of stores still provide printed flyers with their specials for the week. Those are usually also available online. Make sure you know what day of the week the flyer comes out for all of the grocery stores that are near you. Once that day rolls around, check the website and plan your meals for the week based on deals. Be sure to create a detailed shopping list before you go so that you can avoid making any impulse purchases that will throw off your entire budgeting plan. Now, if you aren't one of those lucky people who can dream up a delicious dish with whatever's in the fridge, you'll be well served to have some simple template meals in mind that you routinely make so it'll be easy for you to see what proteins, grains, and produce could fit into those dishes. If you aren't sure what I mean by a template meal, don't worry, we will cover that in a future video. Consider purchasing generic or store brand items, which are often more affordable than name brands. Like we covered in a previous video, whole foods are found around the perimeter of the store. When you're in the aisles, you'll notice the brands that are rolling in dough and have lots of advertising dollars are generally at eye level. So make sure to scan up and down for the less expensive alternatives if you aren't keen on paying for advertising. Step three, focus on nutrient-dense, high-fiber foods. These are the foods that offer the best value in terms of nutrition and cost. Whole grains like brown rice, oats, these are affordable and versatile staples. Legumes like beans and lentils are also excellent sources of protein and fiber at a low cost. Seasonal fruits and veggies are often more budget friendly and can be purchased in larger quantities for meal prep. Foods that are rich in fiber, that means foods coming from plants, can be more filling. So choosing high fiber options over other things can save you money in the long run by reducing your need for frequent snacks and additional meals. A dietary pattern made primarily of these foods are filling. In contrast, a diet full of low fiber foods are known for causing spikes and valleys of blood sugar, setting your appetite and your energy on a roller coaster all day long. Step four, focus on simple recipes. Think simple, one-pot dishes and fast scratch meals. Meal prep with rice, beans, and veggies. Think homemade salads with a variety of ingredients. Oatmeal or chia pudding with fruits and nuts for breakfast. Stir-fried veggies and a protein. that can rotate based on the sales, lentil or another bean soup with a grain of your choice, baked sweet potatoes with a side of steamed veggies, pick what's on sale, quinoa salad with mixed vegetables, and some kind of vinaigrette dressing. Honestly, the options are endless. If you have an idea of what your core meals are, you can just rotate out ingredients based on type, based on what's on sale. You see the pattern here? Eating well on a budget is achievable with careful planning and smart choices. 1, establish a realistic food budget by tracking expenses and income or money. 2, shop smart, looking for sales and creating a detailed shopping list before you get to the store. 3, focus on high fiber, high nutrient foods. They'll keep you full for longer, saving money in the long. And finally, go for simple recipes. With these tips in mind, you can make nutritious choices while staying within your budget, making low-cost eating an attainable and sustainable option.